Well, hello, welcome or welcome back, whichever it is. I'm happy you're here. Today we're going to make a yummy, yummy, yummy dump cake. I'm going to make a cherry cheesecake dump cake, and it's so good, y'all, and it's so easy to make. It's dump and go. So without further ado, let's get right to it. Come on, let's go heat up those pots and let's go. All right, here we go. So we have the 2 cans of the cherry pie filling. Now you'll see I have 2 pans here. Normally it calls for a 9 by 13 pan, but because we have food allergies, I have to make a small one separate for Eric. So what I did was I made my pan a little bit smaller so it can accommodate him. Hopefully it works out. It's not a tested method, I'm just thinking. So we're gonna dump our first can in here, and I do have extra pie filling just in case I don't have enough, and I have extra cake just in case. All right, so why isn't my can opening up? It's not the can, it's the opener. Me. So we're gonna take the cherries and we're just gonna dump them right on in. Dump cake. Yeah, these are small cans. These are 2 21 ounce. It's not those great big ones. So I might open up the other one so Eric can have a decent amount, because he doesn't want too much of the cream cheese in his. See how far this goes. Nah. Hold on. Okay, so the next step is to take whipped topping. Either you can get a block and whip it, as I did for Eric, or you could take the shortcut and do what I did. So this method works best when you plop. Now, we're not going to mix this with powdered sugar. A lot of cream cheese, cheesecake type recipes want you to mix it with powdered sugar. But this cake is so sweet on its own, you truly don't need the powdered sugar. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your whipped topping and you're going to put plops all over. Just plop it, plop it, plop it, plop it. The 2-spoon method works great. Just move Eric's away while I'm doing this. I'm afraid it's gonna leap out of my container and leap right into his. I'm sure it would double or get bigger in size if you used the powdered sugar, but again, you're really not going to need it. I'm going to use a little bit more. It's so creamy, and this is so delicious, you guys. And I'm not a big fan of cooked fruit, but I'm a fan of this one. I'm going to make a pineapple cake that is so easy. I don't even know how to tell you how easy it is. Oh, I think that's enough. Let me jump over to Eric's and put his out. Now with Eric's, I took his, I got the hand mixer out and I whipped it up. He doesn't like a lot of the cream cheesy kind of thing, so that's why he's only has a little bit. And he's only got a small thing too. So I'm going to put it on his. I think that was just plenty. Now for this little pie, just in case you're wondering, this is like a personal size pie that you would make. That was, and if you need to make a small portion, that was half a block of his cream cheese. And his cream cheese is an ounce smaller than ours. I think ours is 8 ounces and his is 7. So now what you're gonna do is you're gonna smear it around. You could use this, you could use this, and you wanna mix it. Don't make it homogeneous. Don't make it all one, everything mixed together. But you do want to smear it around and get it in there and get that good like marbling kind of thing going on. But don't be afraid of it, okay? Because nobody's going to see it anyway. They're just going to taste it. So they're not going to know if one spot is not as pretty as the next. And even if they do, they're not going to care. Almost done, guys. We're almost getting ready to go in the oven. So now I'm going to move on over to Eric's and do the same thing with his. His spreads so much easier because it melts and it's got a lot of coconut oil, I think, in it, and makes it easy to spread. Okay, so now you're going to need a stick and a half of butter and melt it. We are absolutely melting it. So hold on while I do that. Okay, so I'm using this. This is what I have. I also have the yellow back there, but I was outvoted. Everybody wants this. What you're gonna do is you're gonna take your cake, and we're not gonna do the sprinkle it around thing. We're gonna put the cake in this bowl. And we're going to add, let me turn this sideways for a second. We're going to add the stick and a half of butter that we just melted to this. Okay. And mine's not exactly melted, but it's melted. And this is not butter. I'm using vegetable spread. We don't use butter. So we're going to put that in there. And we're going to mix it around. Whoop! Kicked it. Sorry. Kicked you. All right. So we're going to mix that around. So let me get to mixing, and then I'll be right back. Okay, and this is kind of what it looks like a thick pancake batter. Oop! Well, it's going to be good. I made a mess. But that's what you want. And now what we're going to do is get rid of that. We're going to do it back the same way we did the cream cheese. We're going to do the cake. We're going to put plops. And if you need a 2-spoon method, do the 2-spoon method. And if I don't have enough to do Eric's, I'll break out the other cake mix. Because we make these kind of dump cakes all the time. So just plop it around. Get it in here. You don't want exact like coverage. You're going to want like plops of it. Hopefully it's not going to all congeal into one because I wanted peaks and valleys. But if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. As a matter of fact, I think it's not going to happen today. All right. Change your plans. We want it solid. So much for that 2-spoon method. Make sure I have enough for Eric. All right, let me spread that around a little bit. All right. So this is going to go into the oven, 350 for about 35 to 45 minutes, depending on your oven. I'm going to do the same thing to Eric's and put his in alongside of ours. His may not take as long as ours, but we'll see. So 350, 35 to 45 minutes. Okay, so they're both ready. They're going in the oven. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Incoming. Oh my God, it looks like a giant pot pie. Ours is coming in. That's the non-dairy version or the non-milk version. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Look at there. We get out of the light so y'all can see. Woo! That looks yummy. Let me get that camera loose so I can show you the sides. Look at that. See, look, I can't even spin it. It's heavy. This is yummy looking. Yummy. 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 And look at both of them together. Eric's little pie right there. Looking delicious. And ours right there. Yes, sir. We're gonna let that cool down and we're gonna eat it. Oh my goodness. We could barely wait for this thing to cool down. It's still a little warm, but we're going in anyway. This one is the non-milk one. Okay. Oh, it's going right through to the bottom. I only got to get through the crust because there's no bottom pie. Whew. I can't wait. Kind of bubbled over a little bit, but that's okay. All right, let's see. The first piece is always the yucky piece, but whew. See Eric's? Damn it. All right, Eric, come grab your plate. Get to the table.
It's looking yummy.
Hold on.
Yummy.
Give you some more of these cherries under here. A little bit to decorate your plate up with. You can have some ice cream with it later. And now, again, this is not set up. Because if it was set up, it would come out a little bit, not quite so runny. But we want to taste it. See the cheese in there, the cream cheese? You can see a little bit on the side. Now, I just got a tiny piece here because we really do have to let this set up. I wished I'd waited a little bit, but I didn't. We're here now, so let's just do this. All right, let's get to the table.
Well, hello.
Well, hello. I was a minute behind. Uh-oh. What happened to your face?
I'm on the right this time.
He's got tattoo fever. The plane, boss, the plane. You guys wouldn't know that. You ready? Oh, you licked it already?
I licked the spoon and it tasted
All right, we
good.
didn't wait until it was set up, but I wanted to do it before. It's getting late. Trying to get the...
I'll wait for you.
Oh. I'm trying to get it on my spoon. It doesn't want to be eaten. Okay. I'm getting plenty of taste though. Are you ready?
Yep.
Set, go. I will say this. I'm glad I didn't add any powdered sugar to the cream cheese. It calms it down a bit because it's sweet cherries and the sweet cake on top and the cream cheese thing in the middle tampers it down a bit. This is absolutely delicious.
Absolutely.
Absolutely?
Absolutely.
You gonna eat that whole pie thing?
Oh, yeah.
Believe it, people. Believe it. He's gonna do it. Maybe not all in one sitting, if I have anything to say about it, but who knows? All right. Well, let me get the rest of the kids fed, or not fed. Okay, so let me get the rest of the kids their dessert, and I'll see you at the wrap up.
Bye-bye.
See you later. Bye. Sorry, guys. I forgot to do the wrap up. We were so sugared up by the time we finished. Just slipped my mind. What would I change is that I would have waited to let it set up so you would have been able to see the cream cheese layer in there, and I would have used both containers of the whipped cream cheese. But other than that, it was absolutely delicious.